old is he? Tell him Easter seals. I'm sure it's got to be province-wide. But my dad went through them because his back and his legs are so bad he can walk. But like,
What's that?
if he wanted to come to the zoo with me and my son for the day, no chance. Like 15 minutes walking and he's done for. Right? So he got a power chair and free. There's no charge. It's
He says he has one in Winnipeg, but he doesn't know how to get it. There's a red one or the other one.
until he can, I guess, until he can get the one that he owns, right? So he just wants to rent one for a
He just
little
wants to
while.
rent it because it's the traveling of bringing it here is
I'm
the
sure
tough part.
it can't be that hard to find somewhere to rent, but
Yeah, I'll look into it. It's worth it.
I don't think that Switcher is very good for the pool game. It's just too hard to.
Well, he just wanted an electric wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know, so. But I'll look into it. It doesn't hurt for me to.
Oh no, of course. Yeah, no, we were talking to him about it in the stream. Because Cam, you know Cam.
Yeah. Cam's cute.
It's funny. He's still got really huge brain. So it just tells you don't need to take your body in there and throw your whole body into it.
Have you ever
It's
seen
all
me
in
break?
it's in your hands. That's it.
Okay, guys, just we're back. And we're just warming up here. The teams are still getting set up, writing out their rosters right now. This will be the men's regular final.
Like just and it was and I shot the other ball on purpose. Or bottom outside spin. Doesn't work on these tables. I have to get a good rack or okay, here.
So we're just gonna get set up here ourselves, let these guys warm up, and I'll let you know when we start the match. Hey, Justin. Follow along with you, just on the desk there. Just warming up here, guys. The guys are just filling out their draw sheets or their rosters, and we'll get started. You're using 3 tables? Okay, guys, so it looks like the first rack is happening here on table 1. And this is Justin Beavis. He'll be playing Gene from Make 'em Pay. So W27 Boys consists of Justin Beavis, Frank, Chris, Phil. Make 'em Pay is Gene, Rod, Dallas Droscher. I know Dallas because he's a Calgary boy. Marty and Darcy. Okay, guys, so we are watching the last match of the evening, potentially.
Yeah, this could go as a double dip.
Yeah, so this is the regular men's team final. Make 'em Pay, who consists of Gene, Rod, Dallas Droscher, Marty, and Darcy, was in the hot seat. The W27 Boys, which is Justin, Frank, Chris, Marcus, and Phil, came around from the B side. They just knocked out NWT from the Northwest Territories. Just put them out in third place. They collected $13.90 for third place. Half-heartedly, I mean, we're all here because we love the game, but it has been a long day.
It's been a very long day.
A double dip does make it a lot more entertaining. These guys are...
I know it's what the fans want to see.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't like to see a good, nail-biting match? But the W27 boys have to double dip, make 'em pay. We are playing VNEA rules, 25-game format, 5-man teams, total points. So if you're not familiar how that works, in VNEA you get 1 point per object ball. The 8 ball is worth 3 points. So for example, if you run out a table and your opponent doesn't have any balls down, that is a 10-0 win. So 25-game format, the team with the most points after 25 games wins the match, or they will play until it is mathematically impossible to catch the other team.
Yeah, I agree. Played a nice safety to battle back in that, though.
And like I said, guys, this is the regular division, so these guys are about a 600 Fargo rating, I would guess.
They're a little bit lower than that.
No,
Just
Justin is 620.
Oh, is it?
Yep. So around the 600 mark for Fargo rating. The open players that we watched earlier today were around the 720 Fargo rating.
Looks like Justin's going to go up into the air.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a good jump shot here to hit. Wow, Jason.
Okay, so...
Smack talking already. You're not even... Just wait till we get you some action. Don't worry.
Okay, well, here's the action, Jason. The next time that we meet each other again at Four Bears, we're going to play a race. But you got to spot me big time. But I'm going to play you for a little something.
That's a good hit.
That is a great shot.
Wow.
That is a great shot.
Not bad for a 6'19" Fargo rated kid. I don't know how old Justin is. He's quite young. Early 20s.
Yep, I would imagine.
Smack talk is encouraged.
It is.
Bring it.
No need to apologize. No. No need to apologize, Jason.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Great shot by Justin. He is, yeah.
It could have been a great shit too. I'm just saying. And he should be able to follow through on this 13. Just rub and he'll have that 8 into the top left corner.
I think we all have a little bit of internet troll talk in us.
Hey, anytime, Chris. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Hey, we got our friend Nick Kruger signing in. Congratulations on your big win. We were following the Tacoma draw sheet. Nick, as far as I understand, went undefeated the whole way. Beat Stan Taranjo in the final.
And
a
Jason,
lot of big names there. Dan Louie, Stan Taranjo, Emily Duddy. Who else was there? Lake McKay.
lots of big names.
Yeah, Nick Kruger went all the way undefeated and took home first place money. So
And
congratulations, buddy.
Jason, we haven't figured out how yet, but with the program that we're running for the stream, we do have the ability that we could send you a link on your phone, and it would be almost the same as FaceTime, so we could put you up live on the stream and you could probably do the commentating. But we have to figure out how all that works first. We're just kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of this Wirecast Pro program.
Justin left himself tough there.
Maybe that's something in one of our future broadcasts that we can arrange.
Yes. Oh, Damien was there too. Awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. There is a 16-year-old kid
Yeah. On Justin's team,
on Justin's team. Yeah.
Marcus. So
Doing
he's actually
very well.
he's actually playing on the third table right now, so we can't catch him on the camera. But
Well, he'll get up to the camera on
yeah,
one of them.
hopefully we can get him on his camera here soon. He's 16 years old and he plays amazing.
I actually didn't see the last shot that Justin tried there. I would have tried topping and just forced through the 5 ball for the 8 in the corner.
Yeah, that was a big first game for his team. That would have been a 10-0 win. Unfortunately, he left himself tough on that 8, fouled, and gave Jean here ball in hand.
Are you referring to the race between you and I? When I come down there and play you?
Grant's gonna start saving up all of his marbles and buttons right now.
Do you accept matchsticks? Use lighters?
We'll feed you some grade A Alberta beef when you come.
Absolutely.
Set up some action matches for you.
So big swing in points had Justin been able to get out there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Justin. Left himself tough on that 8 ball. So that first game will go to Jean.
Oh, but Gord, Jason loves us. He loves Q Sports Live. I'm sure we could get him on here and he'd accept either a broken lighter or maybe a handful of pocket lint. I'm sure he would do it for us. Hey, Philip, you send me the address, brother, and I'll be there. Underline on the good cooking part.
Yeah, that was a nice out by Gene. 7 balls, everything was wide open, nothing to really work out there.
Nice.
So now we have, this will be Phil Dennis versus Darcy Drosher. So if you're watching from Calgary, a couple of Calgary boys here ready to duke it out.
Yeah, Carol, they're working on that right now. So hopefully by the time we're done streaming, we'll know whether we have accommodations for tonight.
You practice up, Nicholas. You were due for a win. You take that money home and buy lots of Christmas presents for your babies.
Actually, Gord, you hit the nail on the head there. Jason Claddett is a class act of a guy. We met him down when we were in Forebears. Had the opportunity to kind of party with him a little bit, let him know kind of what Q Sports Live was all about, and that's where the whole him coming to Calgary to support the juniors program came from. So you are correct.
Yeah.
Class act guy all the way.
Yeah, super great guy. And just wanted to mention that we really appreciate him signing into our program here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Letting everybody know that he's not embarrassed to be associated with us. I know that we know that Jason's busy, so we definitely appreciate the 10 minutes that it takes just to kind of say a few words and hang. Greg, this is the men's team regular division, and this is the final. So Make 'em Pay won the hot seat for teams, and W27 just came around the B side. This is the first match of the final, so W27 boys, which is Justin Beavis's team here, has to double dip, Make 'em Pay.
Yeah, Ryan's still here. He's sitting right next to us.
Ooh, what?
Your mom's asking about you.
No, I'm not. I'm just sitting, watching, drinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I thought this was going to be Phil Dennis versus Dallas, but Dallas is on the third table.
We're not sure, guys. They're playing on 3 tables, so it gets awfully hard to commentate, watch the stream, read the comments, respond to those, and keep track of the score. So we'll keep updating it every round or so.
So this is Phil Dennis versus Darcy. And I'm not familiar with Darcy. I don't know where he's from, but...
And Greg, if you want to send up the Red Bulls for the CSL team, we will take them.
Yeah, if you were watching the stream earlier, we were ready to pack up and get on the road because we've got a 3-hour car ride home. So by the time we take an hour, pack up all our equipment, drive 3 hours home, it would have been around midnight by the time we got there. However, the viewers spoke, and we made a deal that if we sold out all of our Q raffle tickets, that we would consider staying. And they made it happen. So we sold out all of our Q raffle tickets. The Q Sports Live team raffled off a Bernie Mickelson custom Q. And that was won by Val Franiel, who, when she heard of our deal, she was running the tournament here, helping Conrad, told her we had one single ticket left, and she offered to buy it. And that happened to be the winning ticket.
She is from Edmonton. That's Elaine Reaper. So if anybody's in need of a real estate agent, she would be the one to call in the Edmonton and surrounding areas.
Did
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate it. We certainly try to give you our best efforts. And if you guys are new to Q Sports Live and you'd like to follow along with us, you can go onto our Q Sports Live Facebook page, hit the like button and the follow button, and every time that we go live, you'll get notified. All of our streams are always free. Optionally, you can go onto YouTube, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell, and you'll get notified there as well. We stream out to both simultaneously.
Nick, it is Stephanie and Grant on the mic right now. I can't believe you don't recognize my voice.
Or me.
But I don't think you're going to be retiring before January.
Jason's still commenting on this, watching the other stream like it's live, asking questions. That's the old one.
Oh.
We are in Enoch, Alberta, so Canada, and we're about 15-20 minutes southwest of Edmonton. This is a memorial, an annual memorial tournament that Conrad Sharphead puts on in honor of his late father, who was an ambassador to pool in the Edmonton area. This is his 13th year, he told us.
Yeah, we're going to stay, Sharon. One way or the other, whether we get a hotel room on our own or the tournament director gets us a room here. Either way, we're going to stay until the morning.
Yeah, I just figured it's a little bit better to travel during the day when we can see versus 1 o'clock in the morning. So I believe Conrad actually came through and did get us a room, so we're very thankful to Conrad for getting us a room for one more night.
And yes, Mike, you are correct. How's the Red Deer Hotel? Are you referring to the Sheraton?
Yeah, you can get a
Sheraton is a beautiful hotel, 4-star hotel. They are the main sponsor on this stream. They are also the sponsoring hotel for 2 of the events that are coming up in Red Deer. They're offering Q Sports Live viewers as well as those that are attending the event. They're offering rooms at $109 a night. Regular rates on those are $179 a night. So pretty big savings there. Hopefully we can show them the support that they're showing us. They're trying out a new form of advertising with us.
I think Phil, I kind of am timid to say anything because I know that the commentator's curse is fairly deadly. I don't think he was planning on staying there for that shot, but I gotta stop just saying anything.
Stop cursing.
I know, I feel bad.
What is wrong with you?
But at that point, Phil didn't have any problems there. He left himself a bit of a sharp cut on this 5-ball.
I believe the 8 will pass that 15. You might have to go horn off to 15.
Off the rail, off the 15, that pocket's still pretty big. That was a nice cut. Nice cut, but got unlucky on the leave on the 4-ball there.
Good night, Gord. Yeah, we'll talk to you at some point later on this week here. It looks like Phil's going up in the air here. And we'll see if we can get the updated scores as well. Val just went over there, yeah. Val just went over to go get the updated scores so we can update everybody. And like I was saying before, Steph jumped in there, if we can show the support back to the Sheraton Hotel in Red Deer for those events, that's going to lead to bigger things hopefully down the road.
Phil's lining up here. Thank you, Val. Made a good hit.
Guys, is there still static?
Oh, is that better?
We just changed one of the settings here, guys, so hopefully that static has disappeared. Awesome. Thank you.
Flat.
So we just updated the score on the board, you guys. That score is accurate. We just checked with the teams. So W27 boys, which is Justin Beavis and Phil Dennis, Marcus, Frank, and Chris, they are ahead. Just 15 points.
Brad, are you asking where we're going to be next week?
Yeah, we don't have any big events for next week. However, I think that we'll be at the regular weekly tournament at Leather Pocket, $25 entry, open to anybody. However, that tournament consists of a lot of great players. Ben Francis, Joe Spence, Russ Whittle, all those guys show up there to play that tournament. So
It is a weekly event, but I mean, the caliber of play is higher end pool. And usually you can find us streaming at least once a week.
And then, to make it even worse, we're like one round
Still commenting on your own stream. It's live. Even though I mentioned to him.
This one I won with like John. But the first one I had. It's the same exact style. Before that, I think
okay, guys. So at the table here we have Marcus, who is the 16-year-old that we've all been raving about. Shoots really good. Marcus is playing for Justin's team. This is that 16-year-old Marcus.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so great for Marcus to get some screen time. He's super excited. We told him that Jason Klatt signed into our chat and is possibly watching him play, so he may have some nerves, but he was super excited. It looks like Marcus has his own fan club here, cheering him on. Good opening shot. I think he took the right choice of balls here. The reason why I say that is just because that 3-5 by the center pocket on the left may need a little bump to work out. High balls all seem to be open.
No.
He's walking the table really good, taking a look, mapping out his escape route.
That's good. Just didn't know the
was a nice shot, but he came and bumped his 9. So now he's going to have to work that out.
Come on.
I think it'll still pass into that bottom right corner. I don't think it's sitting on the 2. I think he's got some
Just
some space there. He'll have to work out how to get there.
just has to end up being on the left-hand side of the table here. Possibly past that 7 to cut that 9 in the bottom right. But he's still okay. It's not super tied up. I was telling everybody that his dad, Johnny Fast Lightning, I met really for the first time. Oh, that cue ball's got some speed. Stop.
Yeah, he's okay. He can see the 15.
He might actually be in a good position to cut that 9. Can't see the angle here. Oh, no. He came a little too far for that. But I had the pleasure of meeting them for the first time 2 weeks ago at the Corner Pocket 8-ball tournament.
No, sorry. This is it. This is the last match of the night. No minis. There's out of 16 tables, there are 13 empty. So as soon as this match is done, provided that W27 boys don't double dip, when this match is over, this will be it. And then we'll be back streaming next Friday.
Sorry, as I was saying, I met Johnny and Marcus for the first time 2 weeks ago at the Corner Pocket 8-ball tournament, and Marcus did fairly well. And then they came the next weekend and played in the Dave Jr. Memorial Tournament in Calgary at the Hidden Spot. And I had to make an apology to Marcus and Johnny because out of 69 players, they drew each other first in the first round. We made the draw electronically through one of the programs, and it's just really unfortunate. What are the odds that Johnny and his son match up in their second tournament together ever and play each other first match? So I definitely owe them one. Promise them that it wouldn't happen next time. Oh.
Well, that's all right. I don't think he could have. I don't think, based on his position, I don't think he could have potted that 9-ball anyway. So just to get a clean hit is good. He's taken away that pocket on the bottom right for the 2-ball, 4-ball, 6-ball.
Yeah, he was kind of in a tough spot there. He just needed to roll by just a couple more inches to get a little bit of a cleaner shot on that 9. But it looked like he didn't have a clear path past that 7. So he had to put a little bit of juice on that to hit it.
Oh, yes. I commented to him too, right? I said, this is Roy's training, so I don't have a
Oh, he came really close on that. I'm just watching the replay here on the tablet, and he came really close to hitting that in the pocket. So Darcy played a safety on him, and it worked out. Darcy's got ball in hand now. Anywhere on the table, he has some work to do because that little cluster on the bottom rail there does not go, I believe. This is the men's regular team final, guys. So W27 boys, which is Marcus's team here, has the opportunity to double dip, make them pay for the win.
Okay, Jason, that's it. Fighting words. Next time I come down to Four Bears, it's on you and me, buddy. I love it. It's on, Jason. We'll play for I don't know, broken lighters and pocket lint.
Yeah, we'll track all that.
I think Jason has the the ability to talk smack. I don't know if Grant does, so we'll see. We'll see how this turns out for Grant. Grant's gonna have to
Hey,
earn his
you know
smack
what?
talk buttons.
I can smack talk all I want behind this microphone. Yeah, we can play for a 24 pack. Although you'll have to help me drink that if I win, Jason.
So Darcy here.
Box of buttons on Jason.
Darcy here had ball in hand and opted to take his 7 ball into the bottom left-hand corner, which was an open ball, and I don't know if that was such a great idea.
You know, I can tell you for sure, Greg, I am the underdog in that match, but even a blind squirrel gets a nut every now and again, and I may as well take it from Jason.
Something about the sun and a dog's ass.
I'll dance it off. Deal.
We've seen your dance.
Yeah, I've seen you dance. I'm no longer the underdog. I'm in.
I just have a picture in my mind of like tall, lanky white guys doing this funky dance. I don't know how pretty it is. We'll see how this works out.
Hey, it could be good.
Darcy played a really good safety here on Marcus. Marcus is
That's a great try, though.
Marcus is 16 years old, this kid, and nearly ran a table. I think he just left himself a little tough on his last ball. But I see a very bright future for this 16-year-old.
That is also very true, Elaine. I could even myself maybe finish a 24 pack of American beer.
American beer has no bearings on Canadian beer.
Well, we'll put that to the test. I think we did put that to the test when we were in Forebears.
What's
We
that?
definitely put that to the test.
What was that?
Jason's drinking ability.
Yeah.
We definitely put that to the test.
Can't remember them.
No, there's no 3-foul rule here. Yeah, this young guy you're watching is 16 years old. He's coming up through the juniors program.
Be the toll free number or?
Yeah, this guy is 16. Marcus Fast Lightning. Marcus Fast Lightning Latondra. Nearly ran this table, left himself tough on his last ball. Oh, kind of got of a tough roll there. He hit the outside horn of that side pocket and knocked the 8 ball into kind of a difficult spot. So we'll see how he works this out here.
You can cut that in.
Marcus is from the Edmonton area here. Plays lots of pool with his dad. His dad was a player in this tournament as well, Johnny. And Johnny just happened to be the lucky winner of a $2,000 Predator package donated by Kevin Sharphead. Oh, sorry, Conrad. Oh my goodness. What a tough roll that was. That was a great
That was a
shot.
really great shot.
And a tough roll. I cannot believe that happened.
That's too bad. That was a nice shot. It definitely could be the upload stream.
I will let him know of your tip, Jason. I'm sure that he'd be happy to take it. He was super excited when we told him that you signed into the last 10 minutes of the last stream.
Oh yeah, he'll be ecstatic that you're tuning in right now, watching him play. That'll be the highlight of his tournament for sure.
Night and day.
Yeah, for 16 years old, you know what? He's far ahead of where I was at 16.
He's great to watch. He actually at the Dave Senior Memorial Tournament, kind of a slap in the face after he drew his dad and lost to his dad. He ran into Edwin Montel. That was his second match. So running into Edwin Montel in his second match, he actually got 3 games on Edwin.
No way.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So he is a great little shooter, and I think that he has a very bright future. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of him on these streams coming up.
I agree. That might be another Stephen Halem.
Maybe another Stephen Holem. And if you didn't hear, Stephen was a freight train in the men's open singles.
That guy put on an absolute clinic
Yeah, he
on what to do to win pool.
yeah, he was very focused. Ended up playing
Billy Pip, no,
who did he play for?
the chief of the nation.
He ended up playing Rob Phillips in the final, and just Rob couldn't do anything from his chair. He was just running stuff left, right, and center.
And Jason, this is a VNEA format, so they're playing points. So team event, 25 game format.
He is an Edward.
Yeah, 5-man team, total points. So the team with the most points after 25 games is the winner, or they will quit early if it is mathematically impossible for the team to catch up.
And thanks for the Philippines tuning in.
Edward Peter.
Thanks for joining, Timothy.
Yeah, Marcus did have a good match with Edwin. I think that anybody who plays Edwin and doesn't get skunked is amazing. However, I think he is extra amazing because he is only 16 years old. That was pretty awesome.
Now, which two? Are you talking myself and Steph on the pool table? Myself and Ryan on the pool table? Steph and Ryan on the pool table?
No, I believe he's talking about the smack talkers.
Oh, me and Jason.
Did you play Edwin? Have you ever played Edwin, Jason? It's our friend Rob Cardinal tuning in from Texas. He's got sent off to work. This is the men's regular team final, Rob. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. 16 years old, playing Edwin Montel, 8-ball on the box, and he did not get skunked.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Got 2 or 3 games on Edwin, so I think that's a pretty good feat.
So he actually came nice on this. He's got an 11-2-14 combo. And it does look like, I think that's the 10-ball, 12-ball.
Tried to work out that 8, and that didn't work out too good for him.
No.
So now he's looking at playing that 8 off the rail, off the 7, squeezing it by there to the corner pocket. I bet you have a million stories, Jason. And when you come, I'd love to hear them all.
Absolutely.
That was a nice try by Chris.
It was.
Just didn't get quite the right angle on that 8-ball to squeeze it by there. It did go.
It did go. Yeah, that shot, at least he saw the shot. Right, which is to go off the rail, off the ball and in.
Yeah, just when he sunk his last ball there, he got a little of an unfortunate rub of the 8-ball on the 7.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, Alexia. I hope I said that right.
No. That score on the screen is not current. However, we will do a check here maybe after this rack. the two teams are playing on 3 tables because it is getting a little late and this is the last match of the night. So it's a little tough to keep up.
Edwin's a great player.
Edwin is a great player and such a gentleman.
Well, when we were down broadcasting out of the Four Bears in North Dakota, Edwin went down there and I believe came in third.
I can't remember what he
I think
placed.
it was third
or
place.
fourth, yeah.
And he hadn't picked up a cue in 4 years, so to go and compete in a bigger tournament like Four Bears and come in third, he did well.
No, I'm spent.
And guys, if you're just new to Q Sports Live and just kind of new to following along with us, all of our streams are free to watch. Always have been, always will be. And if you'd like to follow along with us, go onto our Facebook page, click the like button and the follow button, and you'll get the notifications every time that we do go live. Optionally, if you know people that are not on Facebook and do want to follow, we simultaneously stream out to YouTube. You can go onto our YouTube site, subscribe on there, and then just click that little bell, and that will give you notifications every time we go live as well. So we appreciate it for sure. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
Edwin is a great game, and I'm not sure if you watched last weekend, but along with our Dave Senior Memorial Tournament, we did a single elimination $200 entry 10-ball little mini tournament, 16 players. Single elimination race to 9 that Edwin played, and he played great. Still at he's almost 60, I believe. Still plays a great game.
Yeah.
And I think that's on the stream as well.
It is. All of our streams are archived. So if you go onto our Facebook page and you want to watch any of them, they're all archived. I think there's over 800 streams that are on our Facebook page.
Richard.
Just for your info, Philip, the gentleman that puts on this tournament, Conrad Sharphead, puts this tournament on in honor of his late dad, who was quite the ambassador for pool in the Edmonton area. His name was Richard Sharphead. Thank you, buddy. So we've just...
there's the man himself, Mr. Stephen Halem. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Oh, we've got celebrities on here all over the place.
Yeah,
We've got
right.
Jason Klatt with us. We've got Stephen Holem with us. The Freight Train kid went undefeated in the open division here at this tournament. He's had a really good month of pool. Cashed in lots of money. So when you come, Jason Klatt, maybe we can set up some sort of action match, you and Stephen. Let's get it on.
Absolutely. That'd be awesome. And that's a pretty awesome story, too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Dave and Edwin are quite tight. And Dave and John Mora also have a history because Dave used to play pool with the likes of John Mora's parents. So there's connections kind of all over the place.
Well, Jason's even got a connection to Bernie Mickelson.
Yeah, our very own Bernie Mickelson. Jason was kind of telling us when we met him up in Four Bears, North Dakota, that he knew Bernie Mickelson as a kid. Bernie Mickelson, I believe the story was, used to date his aunt. So all sorts of pool connections. It's a small world.
Well, that's the beauty of our stream. If we can make it possible for that to happen, you wouldn't have to pay. We don't believe in charging people to watch our streams. That's not how our business plan is going to be.
So Stephen Holem is, you may actually know his dad, because I believe Stephen's dad is an old school snooker player, George Holem. He is currently residing in the BC area, Vancouver. But Stephen has turned out to be quite the little player himself. I believe Stephen's 22. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen. But in the open division, just ran this place over. Placed in the last 2 major tournaments here in the Alberta area as well. Stephen also has represented Canada in the Chinese 8-ball once or twice, I believe.
Couple times.
Yeah.
He put on an absolute clinic in winning this event in the finals. Went on to defeat Rob Phillips.
Yep. Stephen defeated Rob Phillips for the final.
Yeah, which is a score of 5-1, and just an absolute clinic. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
So if you don't know Stephen, Jason, I would assume that you will be knowing him very soon, because I don't see Stephen quitting anytime soon. And if you come to the area, we will definitely be making an introduction.
Yeah, we actually just raffled off one of Bernie's cues. That was the last cue that we just raffled off. We will have more of the Mickelson cues. We'll probably start another one here maybe on Friday.
He is one of the best mannered players I know. Stephen is just a joy to be around. Really well mannered, humble as pie.
But hungry. Wow.
Works hard, and he is definitely hungry for the game.
He's a very fierce competitor.
Oh, just missed that 8-ball. Just slightly undercut that.
Works out.
So if you're just tuning in, we are watching the men's regular team event here at the Enoch event. The W27 boys have to double dip, make them pay, and they are on a good road to pushing it to a second match.
That would be correct, Phil. We are the Canadian version of Texas. And Jason, I believe Stephen Halem is watching, so maybe he can answer that as to who his proteges are.
Yeah, the
Stream starts at around 7, somewhere between 7:30.
Mountain Standard Time.
Yep.
The peanut gallery behind me here are reading the comments, and the question of Calgary really being like the Canadian version of Texas is true. However, without the warm weather and the guns.
I know that Steven's got a few guys that he looks up to. I can't remember who they are, but I know he is watching. I saw his name come up on the stream. He may have the volume off.
Stand correct.
I'm actually going to call. Do I have Steven's number?
Stand.
We have very strict gun laws here in Canada. It is pretty much the complete opposite of what you guys have in the States.
I don't think I do. I think I've always just
We just like to see the action, and there's always action to be had in the Alberta area. We keep telling the viewers that we are very blessed with a very strong pool community here. And these guys like to gamble.
imagine he is.
So I would imagine when you come up, your game will be waiting for you here. Thank you guys for joining in. If you just take a quick second and share the stream for us, we're looking for the most viewers. The more viewers, the better in our books, trying to grow the game. We all love this game. That's why we show up every weekend. That's why we watch. That's why we practice. So we're encouraging people to get on their pool tables, practice at home, get out to your local pool halls, have a couple beers with your buddies, support your local halls, and hopefully we can have more tournaments to stream for you guys. No, it's not always about the gambling, but it's definitely going to be fun to watch. Maybe a little of everything. A few clinics, hang out with our juniors. I know that we've had conversations about that before. I know that you're really keen on the whole juniors aspect, because that's where you came from yourself.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, bye. So
No, the snap on the 8 in VNEA does not count. If you sink the 8 off the break, you get the option to either spot or re-rack the break if you'd like. If you scratch as well as sink the 8, it becomes your opponent's option to either rack or spot the 8.
So, Jason, I just actually talked to Stephen Halem and found out who his proteges are. John Mora, yourself, Jason Clapp, and Alex Pagulayan.
No, it's Stephanie, Jason. That was actually a really good question, because I've never asked Stephen that question.
Mm-hmm. Steak.
Oh, grade A Alberta beef all the way.
Undoubtedly steak.
You guys have no comparison to our grain-fed beef here.
You're actually missing out. No, not poutine. Steak.
Although poutine's up there.
Indeed. We need to find a way to get him on the stream here too, Jason. Bacon.
It's Stephanie, Jason.
No, it's
that was a nice 3-ball from Gene. He was on the way to a run out. Just had to get position on that 8-ball, because that 8-ball's sitting in a kind of a bad spot just past the pocket.
And it's okay, Jason. I've called her worse.
Justin said Dwayne is going to make
Well, we're not really going to split hairs, Greg.
No worry, Jason. I'll remember that next time we made up, though, and I call you Dennis Hatch. Oh, Taylor Axley signed in as well. Taylor is one of the great juniors as well. Hangs out with April Larson. Thanks for joining us, Taylor. Oh, and happy birthday. You just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Taylor. How are you guys doing? Hoping to see you guys back up for the Twin Classic in June. You and April Larson. We have Jason Cladd online with us as well, and we're just talking about the best Canadian foods.
And proteges.
Stream looks good to me, Greg, so if you're frozen, then close the program and go back in. Should be good.
Depends if W27 boys win. If they win, then it'll be another match all over again. They're coming around from the B side.
Yeah, no doubt, Taylor. That was a long drive for you guys, and you guys drove all the way out and then all the way back home without really much of a break. No sightseeing, no nothing in between. So we definitely appreciate you guys making that drive, and it was so great to meet you. We've watched so much of April actually since that point. And I know that she's been updating us on all you guys' team events. So hope you guys are super successful and reining in lots of cash.
It's past my bedtime too. Yes, sir, Mr. Jason.
So just giving you guys a quick update. This is the regular men's team final. W27 boys came from the B side. Make 'em Pay has come from the A side, won the A side. And W27 boys is on track to push it to a second match. They have to win twice for first place. First place being $3,800. That's always a good time to share with your teammates.
Hey, that's good news, Clark. We appreciate that. For those of you that don't know Dwayne Bjornstad, he's one of the legends of Calgary, certainly a wealth of knowledge. Went through a little bit of a battle with the Big C, but it sounds like from Clark's message that he is done with chemo and things look like they are on the up and up. So Dwayne, our thoughts are with you, buddy.
Yes, Jeremy Jones did. I just did hear that.
Hey, Jason.
So we are still on 3 tables here, guys, and the games are going fast because it is late. So after this game here, maybe we'll just do a quick run and catch up on the score.
Here, I'll go check.
Yeah.
So yeah, this could go on until 1 or 1:30 in the morning.
Could be a double dip. Yeah, we're just checking on that right now, Carol, so I'll get back to you in a minute here. We're just waiting for this game to finish up.
Jeremy Jones was watching.
Yeah, I saw that
I think
name.
I saw the name, yeah.
I saw the name, but you never know if it's the actual
Yep,
Jeremy Jones.
100% agree.
Yeah, definitely share the stream, guys. Jason Klatt, Taylor Axley, that includes you guys too.
Yeah. just hit that share button down on the bottom left. We'd appreciate it for sure.
The more positive feedback and the more shares we get, the more venues and more events that we'll be able to bring you guys.
So we don't have a hotel to go to anyway. Appears we don't have a room.
What do you mean?
He said phone check the reservation. Make sure they got no reservations.
This is the men's team regular final, guys. And if the W27 boys stay on track and keep winning like this, we may be going to a second match. W27 boys have to double dip, make them pay for first place.
You call?
Yeah, and there was none. He said, no.
First place prize for this team event will be $38.60 for first place, $2,300 for second place, and the team that we just watched, NWT, $13.90 for third place. Oh, it's over? Okay, guys, so we just checked the score, and the games are going fast because, like I explained, it is on 3 tables. It looks like we are going to a second match. Point spread is too much, and it is impossible, mathematically impossible for Make 'em Pay to catch up. So they're calling it a match, and they are going to a second round here. And this is for all the marbles.
Second set.
No, Corbin. This is the regular men's division. So these guys are A players, open players, have probably about a 600-ish or so Fargo rating. The men's open division completed earlier this evening. That would have been like the Masters level, the elite division. And the team that actually won double dipped the A-side final winners. And that was West Side 8 Ballin Edmonton team, Rob Phillips, Roger Colbert, Jerry Young, Corey Wood. They took home first prize. It was $27.75 for that division. There was only 8 teams that entered, but they were pretty stacked. Joe Spence's team went out in third place. And Bust and Run was a second place team. So we're just going to take a quick break, guys, while they fill out their score sheets again. And then we will be on to our final match. So if you're just tuning in, W27 boys came from the B side, had to win, make them pay. And they've pushed it to a second match. W27 had to double dip, make them pay for first place. So this next match is going to be it. This is for all the marbles. No, Lanny, the boys are grandma's, and grandma is making sure that Brandon gets to school in the morning. So we ended up being a little bit later than expected. So
You're welcome, Carol. Thanks again for tuning in.
thank goodness for grandparents looking after the kids. We'll be home tomorrow morning after kind of have a nice breakfast, and then we'll hit the road. Just a little FYI, if you were listening earlier, this gentleman who is at the table here in the black, white, and gray shirt, his name is Marcus, and he is a 16-year-old pool player that hits them pretty good. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Marcus in the future. He's just hitting some balls here, trying to warm up.
They're talking deal. They're talking splittage. Who is it? Oh, maybe. Hopefully they at least play one round or something for the free entry. Because the winner gets free entry next year. So I don't know how you split that.
Yeah.
I think they might still play for the free entry.
Who's this going to? Or just
No, just the cord.
Sorry, was that your first? Pretty much. They're doing something for the free entry.
stuff? I'm like, why did you bring back to? Seems like I've been there a week. Why did you bring back the stuff I wrote?
Oh, sorry guys. Just knocked the mic twice.
I didn't know we had accents.
No, we don't have
We
accents.
don't have accents.
No.
They have the accents.
Y'alls have accents.
You all have the accent.
Yeah, but they're still gonna play.
Play on 5 tables.
Thanks, Lan. I think it's the ones that say y'all that have the accents.
Is that the y'all is the southern drawl?
That would be the accent,
Mm.
right? So it makes sense to me.
What? Yuns? I haven't heard that one. That's a new one for me.
I'm pretty sure you meant yours.
These guys are just filling out their draw sheets here. And as soon as they do that, we'll get started.
How much time have we been running? Just look on the computer.
Click further down on here.
Just look on there.
Oh, it's
Hour and 20 minutes.
it's frozen.
Does all math. It's hour and 18.
Thanks for checking in, North Carolina.
And you all have an accent too.
Not you all, y'all.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was my Canadian accent coming through.
They're gonna play
So,
2 rounds.
2 rounds for the entry.
2 rounds for the
For
entry.
the entry. I think they're gonna alternate breaks both rounds too.
For what?
I think they're gonna alternate breaks both rounds. So they'll play it like it's the last round twice.
Yeah, I'd like to see him do well. It's always good to see a young up and comer do well.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting underway here, everybody. First racks are happening. We have Jean playing on the other table. And I believe this is Rod.
We can reset those scores. So they're going to play 2 rounds, guys. So they'll each play 2 games. Been a long day for everybody, and I'm sure the players want to go just as much as everybody else. So they are going to play 2 rounds for all the marbles and broken lighters and pocket light. Sorry, Larry, we don't have music at this tournament, and if we did have music, the algorithms that we get from the YouTube page, we don't have the rights to the music. So when we broadcast, we get all kinds of emails off the YouTube site that we stream to. So it's actually better for us that there is no music playing.
And not only that, we're not at a like an event center. This is just a community center. We're attached to a skating rink right next door. And this is the second match. So W27 boys won the first match and have pushed it to the second. However, the guys are getting tired, and they've agreed to play 2 rounds instead of a full 25 game format.
This will be a big win here.
This is VNEA rules, guys. Typically, this is a 25 game format, total points, 5-man team. However, like I just mentioned, the W27 boys have pushed it to a second match. They're attempting to double dip the A-side winning team. But the players are tired and they're getting weary, and so they've agreed to play 2 rounds only. So we're going to be watching 10 games.
What a shot. What a shot.
Wow.
What a shot.
Nice kick on the 8 and the side for the win on that game. And that's a big win. That is a 10-0 win for Make 'em Pay.
And Ryan, you are correct. They are only going to play 10 games. That is for the free entry into next year.
What's the score on the stream?
They just started, so that would be 10-0 for Make 'em Pay.
Yeah, so
that
this
is
is-
the correct score on the screen.
This is a brand new match.
Tell them they play by points, not wins.
Yeah, and it is played by points. So this is a VNEA format. So in VNEA, it is points. 1 point for each ball, 3 for the 8, for a maximum of 10 points to the winner. The loser maximum points is 7.
First team, there is no first team. So it's just total points after
2 rounds.
10 games. Total points. Typically, this is a VNEA format. 25 games, 5-man teams. However, it's getting late and we are the only ones in here. These 2 teams and the CSL stream team. So the guys want to get out of here, so they've agreed to... the only thing on the line here is the free entry for the next tournament, which is about $600, I believe it was. So they've just agreed to play 2 rounds, 10 games for that entry.
Yeah, once it becomes mathematically impossible for your opponent to catch you, then that match would be considered over. So out of that 10 games, if one team blows the other guys out, then mathematically they wouldn't even have to go to 10 games.
Yeah, Jason. 10 games, most points. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Eugene, for correcting me. It was $500 for regular teams, so I think it was $600 for open.
See both tables now?
Oh, did you change it? Yeah, we're on the second table.
I texted me, I was walking. I thought it was only this one.
No, we flipped.
Well, while they were racking, I switched over to that one, so we'll finish that, then I'll switch back. Okay, I gotta take off my jacket.
Yeah, we will, Stephen. We'll just waiting to finish this game here. That was a good call by Marcus. So he broke and left his opponent tough, and got a ref to watch the shot, and it worked out in his favor.
Yeah, I'd assume, Jason, it's when you were playing, it was the BCA format, which is simple wins, losses. In which case, in this format, it would be 13 wins. Switch to the other table.
We're on this one.
Oh, good. I was looking.
Just a couple minutes delay. So do you prefer wins, Jason, or do you prefer the point system? I actually, as a player, with my team, I actually prefer the point system, simply because you do get rewarded for your runouts. BCA, when it's a race to 13, it doesn't matter how well you play, how many balls are left on the table, how hard you made it to run out that table. Yeah, there's no reward. However, in the point system, it means a little bit more when you run out your opponent 10-1, 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes down to it, and it actually matters in that 25th game, and points matter, it makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more intense, I guess.
See, I like the 17-point system. Makes it even more.
Yeah, you can also run with the CCS format, which is a 17 points per game system. So it's even more accurate. So you get a point for all of your balls that you sink. You also get 3 for the 8, and then a point for every one of the balls that they have on the table.
Opponent has left too.
So the CCS version or scoring system is even more accurate. So
For handicaps, you get a truer handicap.
it looks like he could get out here. Just hit that nice little window. Just like that. Beautiful. He has that right into the side pocket.
16 years old. Crazy.
Attaboy, Marcus.
Marcus.
Nice table. 7-0 win, or sorry, 10-0 win for the 16-year-old Marcus. That was a nice run. Good job, buddy.
It's not that hard to figure out that math.
Oh, Marcus's fan club, Raven on the chat.
I think everybody on the stream, we should give him a thumbs up. Just hit that little thumb button down at the bottom on the right.
Good job, 16-year-old Marcus.
Absolutely.
I'll just either a whole bunch for.
Yeah, Marcus is 16 years old, and he is going to be completely thrilled that he made that run out with the likes of Jason Klatt watching on the stream.
That will make his tournament for certain.
But we won't tell him till after.
That's awesome, Jason, and I think it's going to be really good for our juniors if we can get you up here just to hear your story and get some tips from you.
Oh, it would make their day. It would make their year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to it. I know that we've mentioned it a couple of times to some of the locals up here in Calgary, and everybody's looking forward to you coming up.
Yeah, I think that your story is kind of a testament, and people can relate to it really well. And the kids are going to be so excited.
I'm not sure yet. He's waiting on a screen record so he can travel.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Marcus on these streams.
Oh, mine's the 6th.
Shoots really great, 16 years old.
No doubt.
And I think that if and when Jason Klatt makes the move to come down here to hang out with our juniors, we'll be making a personal phone call to Johnny Fast Lightning to make sure that Marcus gets down there.
Indeed.
Because I think that Marcus would really love that. His eyes lit up when I told him that Jason Klatt was on the stream. So, oh, trust me, Jason, we know.
and we welcome it. We might have a few stories of our own to go along with yours.
It'll be a good time. We're all looking forward to it.
So hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, we get it. You know, sometimes life happens and we just got to wait for a good window for you to be able to make it. However, that doesn't mean we're not going to stop bugging you about it.
Oh no, we wouldn't be the Canadian version of us if we stopped bugging you about it.
It's a nice table by Dallas.
Indeed, Jason. That's our motto. That's Q Sports Live. It's exactly, which is why I think actually we had such a a good connection when we first met at Forebears.
I smell ketchup chips. It's my favorite.
Thanks for all the help.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, this is the double dip round.
See ya.
Oh, anytime, Jason. This is the double dip round. However, they have decided to only play 2 rounds, so 10 games. Everybody is getting tired and anxious to get back home. And once again, guys, if you're new tuning in and watching Q Sports Live for the first time, all of our streams are free, always have been, always will be. If you want to follow along with us and be notified when we go live, go on to our Facebook page, click the like and follow button, and every time we go live, you'll get notified. You also have the option, you can go onto our YouTube site and subscribe to that page, and beside the subscribe button is a bell. If you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live there as well.
Don't think we're traveling. Where are we at? We have to pay for the hotel we're traveling. Not gonna pay $160 to sleep for 3 hours.
I'm not sure what game they're in. Maybe somebody can go get an update.
Marcus is playing again, so it's got
We're in the second round.
Yeah, it's got to be second round for sure. So
We
this
got
is
we got one
6
run
or
out.
7
It's
game.
the first game, right?
Yeah.
They won 4 of the 5. We got run out. Couple more big wins. It's over.
It is a. I know. Read it. You're missing it. This one's rod is good. Come on, pay attention. Yeah, he's up on the second table right now.
We'll flip it over here just in a second.
Got in a little tough.
That was nice shape by Chris.
He's gonna have to push through this back up for that 6 ball. that'll go nicely into that top left corner. And just come back to run that 8 ball straight down into the corner. Oh,
Rushed it.
yeah, he kind of took that one for granted.
Yeah, got a little excited there.
Shot that a little too quick.
Yeah, I just find Chris just moved here from Thunder Bay, so his game is fairly new to us. I've only maybe known him for a month. But he seems to be a really good shot, but he shoots really fast.
Where did Chris move from?
Thunder Bay. Nice shot by Rob. So now this is Gene versus Marcus on this table. And Marcus, I believe, is low ball.
You are correct. Marcus is low ball.
Yeah, he really rushed on that 8 ball. I think he was
Yeah,
kind of
he sure
excited to run that table and get out and kind of. We've all done it, but you take that shot for granted. One of those easy shots that goes in 99.9% of the time, and just lose your focus for a split second,
Kid.
and that shot makes you pay.
This is Brandon's first game home in 8 years.
Came up a little bit short on that 8 ball. Should still be able to make it work, but made it a little harder than what it needed to be. And drains it in the heart. So that's a 10-3. Yeah, 16-year-old.
It's almost over here. I think it is now. I think we only need 5 balls.
Yeah. Maybe we can double check what the score is.
It's only two.
I agree, Jason.
So just check the score, and it looks like Make 'em Pay just needs 5 balls to clinch the win here.
Nope. We're actually in Enoch, which is just about 15 minutes southwest of Edmonton. The reason that you're seeing Red Deer in the title, that is our title sponsor. It is the Sheraton Hotel in Red Deer. They are the sponsors of this stream. They are also going to be the sponsors for 2 of the tournaments that are going on in Red Deer. And they are offering room rates for those events at a rate of $109 a night as opposed to $179. So hopefully we can show the Sheraton the support that they're showing us right now. And anybody that is going to those 2 events, they are the Rocky Mountain Classic, which is a ladies event, and
That's in mid-January.
yeah.
And then Jana Montour is having a memorial event for her late father, and that's going to be mid-December.
So hopefully with those 2 events, we can show the Sheraton and Red Deer the support that they're showing us on the stream. And if we can make that happen, then there will be hopefully bigger things to come down the line. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. It is kind of getting late. We still have a 3-hour drive back to Calgary. We may or may not drive back tonight. We're not sure yet.
No, unfortunately, W27 boys is Marcus's team. Okay, so it looks like it may be down to this second table here. So we'll flip over to the second table here because it was just a matter of 5 balls, I believe, for Make 'em Pay to clinch the win. W27 won that game 10-3. But it looks like the captains are shaking hands, so I believe it is over.
We will do. We'll ask him to come over.
That was a good little run, especially for 16-year-old Marcus, who made his debut, I believe, on a team. Played pretty strong, made it all the way through the B final, and had the opportunity to double dip for first place.
And guys, just hang out with us. We're going to see if we can get Marcus come say a few words.
Thanks for joining us, you guys. Hang tight, Johnny. Hang tight, Alexei. We're going to bring Marcus over. Here he comes.
Grant,
Here he comes.
Take him in front with the mic over there.
Yeah, we're going to go on the stream. So guys, we got Marcus standing in with us, doing a quick little interview for you. Marcus, how does it feel at 16 years old to be competing live?
I don't know. It feels the same as any other tournament I played in. So yeah.
Just remain focused.
Yeah.
Keep down.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be playing in front of the likes of Jason Klatt's watching, a few of the other big names? Your family's watching.
Kind of nervous when I
A little
play
bit
around.
nervous?
Yeah.
Well, as a young 16-year-old kid, you got a lot of fans. You got a great future ahead of you. We wish you all the best. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
About his janitor name? Ask him about his janitor name. Because he
We didn't get your comment on time, Johnny.
What's that?
We'll ask him. We'll ask him next time on the stream.
That's okay. You got the audio anyway.
That wasn't on camera.
Oh no! I
You
flipped.
used the wrong one. We got the audio anyway.
Oh, wrong camera.
Sorry guys, we forgot to flip the camera over.
Oh well. Okay, we're done. We're packing up.
Streamer fails, you guys.
So, guys, listen, we're going to shut her down for the night. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We thank you. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Elaine Reaper with Remax in Edmonton, the Sheraton Hotel in Red Deer, Mickelson Q's. Appreciate all the support, guys. We'll be back Friday evening with another stream for you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you tuning in.